Alright guys, we're going to do a walk around video, and we're going to move to the interior. I'm going to demonstrate all the accessories work, and we're going to move to the back seat, and we're going to go over the DVD player. So this video will be long, probably 15 minutes. But if you're bidding on a car that you don't get to see in person, I think watching it is a good idea. So this is I love the options, I love the colors. I had a bunch of maintenance done to it, as we see in the gallery. It obviously has some cosmetics, a little wear on the seats, front bumper. Looks like he got caught on a parking, whatever you call those, parking barriers. Got a little chip on one of the taillights. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate the rear hatch operation here. And it also functions from the button in the driver's door panel. In the back we have the third row right there that we see in the pictures. So this is what it looks like, obviously, when everything is flat. It did rain last night. It rains every night this time of year. So then we can close it right here. Alright, we're going to move over to the passenger side. We're going to do the passenger seat. So it's a little hard to see seat functions, but you can kind of see it move against the back or against the console. Then we have the upwards and downward movement. So on the blind spot, on the mirrors, you see the yellow light. What that means is, and I actually had to read the owner's manual. The first one of these I had, I was convinced yellow meant something wasn't functioning properly. So the system activates when you exceed 20 miles an hour. Right there. When you are under 20 miles an hour, you get an amber light, which means the system is not active. And then if you put your turn signal on when a vehicle is in your blind spot, that light, the triangle, turns red. And I was convinced, the first one of these I had last year, I was convinced that amber light meant there was a malfunction. And I had no codes, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I read the owner's manual. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to do our lights. So I demonstrated the night vision. Last night I went out and took a picture. As noted in the known flaws, this panel is loose. If anybody's wondering, the LEDs are flickering because of the camera. They do not flicker in person. So there's the chip in the taillight right there. But it's not part of the unit, so it doesn't hold, there's no moisture. or anything. Xenons are functioning. I fixed them before. They are extremely expensive. You gotta make sure they work. Oh, they can be. Bulbs aren't that much. Okay. We're gonna do the driver's seat. We're gonna put these back to auto. Alright, hop in there. Check left front side marker lamp. Let's see what we got. Alright, we need a bulb in there. That is no problem. We'll get that switched as soon as I'm done. Alright, so we need a bulb. We have one message. We need a bulb. It's a little 5 water. Probably went out on the drive over here. So there's our gauges. Everything is good there. We're gonna do our locks. So we can see both in one frame there. Lock, unlock. Lock. Lock. Alright, we're gonna go over to the mirror. Go over to our mirror. Do our windows. Up. And do the roof. So it has the pano roof. Both the shades retract inwards. We have our home link. Garage door opener. 1, 2, 3. Little compass. Okay. So we've done our lights. We've demonstrated Distronic work. Wipers. Horn. So right there you have lane keep, and that's the collision avoidance system, just showing you that the systems are turned on and they're functioning. We have the shifter. Down here we have the Sport Econo. So now it's on Econo, you go to Sport. Okay.
It's our final closeout on 2022 F-150 Rocky Ridge. Commands, I should say, with
Command works like it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a second to get to that.
Okay. Let it
Well,
post.
while you're looking, IHOP is now selling something that deals with this story. Pancake flavored coffee.
The
various functions here. Heated seats, both sides. Function properly. Climate, everything works down here. It's early and it's already 80 degrees with like 100% humidity, so I have the AC on high. So if you click the zone button, that's when the passenger can control their temperature. Or if you click it off, then the driver controls both. And this is where you want the air to go. You can hear the motors moving in the dash. So when you have command on and you do your temperature down here, it also shows down on the bottom. So you have the secondary right there, and it goes away. The cup holder functions properly. Goes back. It stops halfway, and then it closes all the way. Both pieces are intact. It also has the nice dark wood trim, not the light wood that most of these have. Glove box. There are your owner's manuals. And of course, you know, some of the trim is coming off these buttons, which happens in pretty much all of these. The steering wheel buttons are okay. There's a little here, not much. Command buttons look good. There's a little bubbling here, not much. Center console opens like it should. Stays closed like it should. Okay, we're gonna move to the back. Move to the back seat. And we're gonna close the shade. Okay. So the DVD players. Let's talk about these. This is a really cool system. So you can have one movie playing here via this DVD player, and if you want to, you can play a DVD up there and have it play back here, or you can use this outlet. You can plug in a video game console, and then you can use the video in over here. Right, they're on the side. You can use the video in right there, plug it in, so you can have one kiddo watching a movie, and you can have another playing video games. It's pretty neat. Then with this closed, and you close your shade, you have your own little private rolling movie theater, which I think is pretty neat. Okay, so we have the remote, which is the brains, the center behind this entire setup. So when I bought it, it did not have headphones. I went out and I bought 2 sets of standard infrared headphones off Amazon, and I cannot for the life of me get these things to work. The audio works fine with wired headphones. Wired. And I went through all this trouble, and whoever buys it may not care. So wired headphones, right, work fine. And the delamination on the screens, when there's a movie playing, it's really, I mean, you can still see it, but it's not as apparent as when the DVD player is off. So I had one guy on one of the forums, I've looked everywhere trying to figure this out, tell me there's a function on the remote to get it to play IR, but I have tried everything and I can't get it. I can't get it to work. So I'm open to suggestions. If anybody has something they want me to try, I will do it. Just let me know. The remote, so you put it on rear left or rear right. So we're on rear left. So you can go through all the various functions. Everything functions like it should. Except, like I mentioned, I cannot get the IR, the infrared wireless headphones to function. I have tried everything. I've called dealers. Of course, they don't know these older cars that well, so they were no help. I've posted in Facebook groups. I posted on forums. I've had a few people attempt to be helpful, but no one's told me exactly what I need to do to make it work. So this is auxiliary. This is where you go into source and you can do command, meaning you could play a DVD up there and watch it back here, which I think is pretty cool. Now, when you consider this is a 2011, that is some crazy technology, including the night vision, which again, I don't know if anyone, it may not be something that anybody cares to actually use, but it's neat. I think it's neat. Okay. So the video is pushing 20 minutes. Is anyone actually going to watch it? I don't know. But maybe it'll help out some folks make a decision. And I'm going to go home and pop in that bulb. So there's the one that's functioning. And here's the one that burned out. If you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you.